The entire atmosphere around the team shifted the moment Aaron Rodgers hit the ground and came up clutching his left wrist. Even though it wasn't his throwing arm, the sight of him grimacing told everyone in the stadium that something serious had happened. A fracture in the offhand may not ruin a quarterback's throwing motion, but it disrupts everything else: ball security, handoffs, play-action fakes, and the ability to brace for contact. Rodgers tried to tough it out, staying in for one more play after the timeout, but the way he kept flexing his wrist made it clear that something was wrong. When he finally walked to the locker room with a tight 10-6 lead, it felt like the game had taken a dramatic turn. Mason Rudolph entered the game and delivered exactly what the team needed. Calm, collected, and precise, he completed 12 of 16 passes, distributed the ball without forcing anything, and found Gainwell for a short touchdown that settled the entire offense. While Rudolph worked, Rodgers stood on the sideline trying to insert himself back into the flow of the game, talking protections and making adjustments. Tomlin later revealed that Rodgers was pushing hard to get back onto the field, showing the same competitive fire he has always had, even at 41 years old. The real challenge, however, is figuring out how to prepare for a road game when your veteran quarterback has a fractured wrist. It's not simply about pain tolerance, it's about functionality. Grip strength, ball security, the ability to fall safely, and operating the offense without risking further injury. On top of that, the upcoming opponent is a team that knows Rodgers well, given their long rivalry. While Rodgers attempts to work his way back, Rudolph is receiving significant practice reps, and rookie Will Howard is suddenly getting more meaningful work than expected. Friday becomes the make-or-break moment for Rodgers. If he shows mobility and control, he might play. If not, the team must commit to Rudolph immediately. This week also carries massive developmental value for Will Howard. If Rudolph starts, Howard becomes the next man in line, which means his preparation shifts from long-term learning to near-term readiness. Tomlin has already confirmed that Howard is receiving real practice reps, not symbolic snaps, but plays taken directly from the main game plan. That kind of exposure is extremely rare for a rookie quarterback in the middle of the season. His history at Ohio State shows a player who remained calm under intense pressure, especially during the college football playoff run. While the NFL is a different challenge, the mental steadiness he displayed in college is exactly what teams look for in a future starter. On top of the quarterback drama, a mock draft projection ignited the fan base by suggesting that Pittsburgh could select quarterback lore sellers with the 20th pick. The early comparison to Lamar Jackson only added fuel to the conversation. Sellers possesses the kind of rare physical gifts, speed, strength, improvisational ability, that can reshape an offense. He's still raw, but his upside is undeniable. The idea of pairing him with Rodgers for a year of patient development is appealing, especially given the memory of passing on Lamar Jackson years ago. Whether Sellers declares or even falls to that pick is unknown, but the speculation alone signals that the outside world views Pittsburgh as a team likely to pursue its future quarterback soon. Meanwhile, the receiver room is undergoing a subtle but significant shift. Calvin Austin III, who'd been a familiar part of the rotation, did not take the field until the 18th offensive snap. Roman Wilson, on the other hand, was already active early and ended the game with 57% of the offensive snaps. That is not a random rotation. It's a deliberate evaluation. Wilson brings toughness, blocking ability, speed, and a developing sense of timing, all traits the staff values highly. Rodgers' recent comments about Wilson's instincts, growth, and potential only emphasize how seriously he's being considered. Austin remains talented, but the trajectory is clearly tilting in Wilson's favor, and once a young player starts gaining momentum in this system, it's difficult to reverse the trend. Altogether, the team is entering a pivotal stretch. Rodgers is fighting to return from injury, Rudolph is proving he can steady the ship, Howard is developing faster than expected, and the receiver room is shifting in real time. Add in the early draft speculation, the playoff implications, and the intense schedule ahead, and it becomes clear that this week may be one of the most defining turning points of the season. Every decision, every snap, and every adjustment could shape the rest of the year, and possibly the future of the franchise.